Ladies and gentlemen, the King is here back with another banger. We are back with some more reactions. I saw this come out yesterday. Madara versus Aizen. And I saw a whole bunch of backlash on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, and not even YouTube. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all the things. But I haven't heard anybody's opinion at all. I just heard it was an uproar. And this is Madara versus Aizen. Yes, I've watched Naruto. Yes, I've watched Bleach up until the end. I watched everything all together. Now we're gonna react to this, and I saw people already debunking this, so we're gonna react to that too. All right. And this is one of the first videos I can actually show my fucking screen. And you're gonna hear it. Jesus, right? Like Jesus Louise. But you already know what's going on. If you want me to react to more of these, let me know in the comments. Like the video. Make sure you like the video so I know that you like it. Subscribe to the channel. You can see more. Ring the bell so you know my videos come out. Comments open. And let me see. Follow Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Your boy does be screaming. Let's get straight into death battles. Madara versus Aizen. Naruto versus Bleach. Death battle. We're starting at 0-0. I think I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Raycon.
And like they're both like, yeah, I really don't care about the ad. This just gives me time to talk. I can edit this video so you can't hear it, you know. But I've seen a couple of their death battles and some of them didn't make sense. Not even didn't make sense. Some of them just, I don't know. If you want, like, give me some specific ones in the comments you want me to watch and I'll react to them. But I haven't watched a lot of them. Like, I just saw one with Goku Black versus the Flash. If you're gonna tell me Goku Black does not win that fight, let me know. Let me know. Goku Black? No, it wasn't the Flash. It was reverse. Jesus. Okay. Rooster Teeth. Speaking of Rooster Teeth, when the fuck is Ruby coming back? I've been fucking waiting. No water. Right. I really think Aizen has this though.
Sosuke Aizen, the Soul Reaper who stood upon the heavens from Bleach.
We may dream of glory, but these two have the will to power to take
Right.
it by force and claim a seat among the gods.
Okay.
They're the biggest, baddest anime bosses around, and not even death can stop them. Ghost versus zombie. Let's go.
Ghost versus zombie. That's an accurate description.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
And they animated this shit? That's kind of tough.
Endless destruction. Countless dead.
Right.
Plot to conquer the planets. The ninja world was at war.
For the fourth time, only one man could save humanity from itself, from beyond the grave.
The same man who orchestrated this war in the first
I was about to say, yeah.
End all wars forever. Madara Uchiha.
Madara Uchiha, ladies and
War
gentlemen.
was the only thing the young Madara knew. And
Right.
there was no ninja he liked fighting more than Hashirama Senju.
Known rival.
Basically
Known
ninja
rival.
Romeo and Juliet.
Belonging to opposing clans, Madara and Hashirama were forced to battle each other for years.
Yeah.
All the while dreaming of a better future.
Why do they have his
Their
favorite food up
romance
there?
eventually overcame their clans' differences, and the two groups merged, creating
Valkyrie
the village
5D
of
chess.
Konoha.
But Madara
I didn't know they have
wasn't
5D chess
satisfied with Hashirama's dream
in the
of
Naruto
peace
verse.
through cooperation. He desired an immortal peace through total domination.
Everyone else thought that was crazy, so he bounced, and then he came
bounced.
back to
Shut the
wage
fuck up.
war against the village he helped build. Well, that didn't last long, huh?
Madara's megalomania was perhaps faded, considering he is in fact the reincarnation of the demigod Indra Otsutsuki,
Yeah.
the inheritor of his immensely powerful chakra.
Right.
Basically, physical and spiritual energy that makes Ninja Man. Madara specializes in fire and wood style jutsus, which
Right.
just seems irresponsible to put those together, like a gender reveal party waiting to happen.
His
Yeah.
blood is especially impressive, considering it's the only style
His
of
was very
jutsu
impressive?
that can
Whoa.
create life. Why are you looking at me like that?
Madara can even use his Goonbai to absorb ninjutsu and return it right back to sender.
Right.
You're a badass when you can take on armies with just a friggin' fan.
Madara has torn apart hordes of ninja without
He
breaking a
has.
sweat, taken a beating from every tailed beast at once, and even defeated the 5 Kage, some of the strongest shinobi in the world.
The Raikage
True,
is
true.
even stated to be fast enough to move at light speed. And even weaker ninja like Orochimaru have dodged literal photon beams.
Right.
Madara's
Okay.
greatest tool is the one born from his very bloodline, the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. These magical eyes massively enhance his perception down to the cellular level,
Okay.
allowing him to predict movements, see the flow of chakra, and summon the mighty
Excuse me.
Susanoo.
The Sharingan can also cast a genjutsu that'll trap anyone that looks at it in an illusion, and even break them out of those same illusions.
In Sasuke's case, even one's as strong as Itachi's Tsukuyomi, which can warp your perception of time. Itachi used it on a fellow Uchiha and made her live out her entire life in the span of 1/100
I remember reading that a lot.
of 1/1,000,000th of a second.
1/1,000,000th of a
She
second,
died in
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
illusion. She died for real. If Sasuke could break out of it, Madara could too.
Yeah.
Easily.
And after grafting some of Hashirama's cells onto himself, he now
Would always have a piece of his Romeo inside.
Ugly ass.
This is my ship, Wiz. Stop looking at me like that.
The
he
fuck?
not only gained a healing factor strong enough to regenerate from having half his body vaporized,
Right.
but also the terrifying Rinnegan.
AKA the big chungus of all eye
Not the
magic.
big chungus, shut the fuck
Let
up.
Madara absorb chakra and ninjutsu, create invisible limbo clones, see and remove your soul from your body, and
Yeah.
summon giant-ass meteors, as if he needed any more fucking powers.
While the Rinnegan lacks some of the Sharingan's unique abilities, he can switch between them at will.
Yeah,
After tearing
we've seen
the
it.
Ninja world a new asshole, Madara was
Not a new
finally
asshole.
defeated in a climactic battle for the ages by his BFF, and thus the life of a legendary shinobi came to an end in the arms of his one true love. Or did it?
Or shut the fuck up.
Alright, this is gonna get pretty crazy, but just bear with me.
Right.
During the defeat in battle, Madara set a time-delayed jutsu that would posthumously rewrite reality and bring him back to life. And
Right.
it worked! So Madara tricked another Uchiha, Obito, into witnessing his best friend murdering his other best friend.
Right.
Then he tasked Obito with manipulating the world into another war. Meanwhile,
Right.
he gave his own Rinnegan to Nagato with the goal of getting it back after he was brought back to life the second time with the outer path because he died again.
Right.
Make sense?
Nah, that'll never work.
You're right, it didn't! So Obito went out and got the Rinnegan back from Nagato's corpse.
Uh-huh.
Died. Then Kabuto brought Madara back to life, and he got his eyes back from Obito after some backstabbing. Then he sealed the awakened Ten Tails within himself in order to gain ultimate power and create the world's greatest nap time ever!
Look what you people have done to him. You'd think
This shit was like a
would be awesome.
complicated ass fucking plan.
Balls of doom are so lame.
Don't let their size fool you. These truth-seeking orbs are in another league.
Right.
Ten Tails is strong enough to wipe continents off the map, and the orbs can be shaped into weapons that will completely disintegrate anything they come into contact with.
Damn, that nigga did vaporize.
Edo Tensei like Minato could regenerate limbs lost to the truth-seeking orbs, which means they had to erase his literal spirit itself.
Hell yeah.
Madara's power was
Okay,
so
that makes
insane,
sense.
he was
Okay.
considered comparable to the original Sage of Six Paths, the dude who helped create the friggin' moon.
And when Madara created meteors, they were large enough to show up against the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
Measuring their size and estimating the height at which Madara lifted them,
They really
had to
calculated
possess
this
a
shit.
potential energy of at least 372 petatons of TNT.
He
Petatons,
was
nigga.
even fast enough to keep up with Eight Gates Guy, who kicked hard enough to bend space. Madara
That
even
nigga
has
was
an
bending
attack where
fucking
he
space
hunts
again.
light-speed loogies.
Considering
Light
his
speed
speeds, Madara
loogies?
has displayed
Okay.
speeds on par with Light Timing Ninja, we know Ten Tails Madara would have to be significantly faster thanks to the Ten Tails' power.
Right.
Virtually no one left to oppose him. Madara's plot was finally in the endgame. He awakened the Rin Sharingan, and with the God Tree summoned, he cast the Infinite Tsukuyomi,
Right.
spreading the tree's roots across the entire planet and capturing every single person in the world.
Except-
He would enslave all of humanity in an endless dream world, free of conflict forever.
Right.
Yes, through total domination.
Manipulating
Exactly.
this tree with his chakra would have involved physically spreading its roots through and around the entire Earth in mere moments. Estimating the tree's mass and the speed at which the roots were moved, his
Right.
chakra must have released an energy exceeding 1 yotaton of TNT.
A Yoda ton,
With
nigga? Okay.
Just one jutsu. Is there a character that could possibly even touch Madara Uchiha?
Kishimoto himself didn't even know. Madara's power
Exactly.
was so overwhelming, the only thing that could take him down was treachery.
Even the man with the magic eyes couldn't see that coming.
All that was
Couldn't
left
see
was
that
his
coming?
old friend
Okay.
Hashirama, there to comfort him in his final moments.
Just like Romeo and Juliet.
Bruh, shut your ass up.
There a story of more
The
love
fuck?
than this of Hashirama and his Mata bro.
His motto, bro.
I read it in iambic pentameter.
Is there a gas leak in here?
Now the real fun begins.
Bro, Aizen, talk your shit, bro.
the Soul Society.
Aizen talking his shit.
One of its leading Shinigami was set to be executed under suspicious circumstances. A band of humans from the living world had invaded to save her.
Yeah.
Sosuke Aizen, captain of the 5th division of the Gotei 13, was dead. Murdered.
As we thought.
Dastardly mastermind could have been behind all this. He'd have to be a galaxy-brained 5D chess master.
Who was a
The
fucking
man
chess master,
responsible
nigga?
was, in fact, Sosuke Aizen.
Little is known about the man's past, only that
Mhm.
he isn't a man, a human man, but a soul reaper.
These
Right.
Shinigami are spiritual beings who ferry lost souls to the afterlife and purify those who have turned evil in the living world.
Right.
Badass anime wizard, grim reaper, swordsman. Though Aizen himself
Everything,
was
all of
hardly
that.
cool. I mean, just look at those glasses, dork.
But this Clark Kent was harboring a
Not
secret.
Clark Kent.
Aizen had spent years attempting to develop the means to ultimate power,
Yeah.
ruining the lives of many of his colleagues
Nigga
via
said,
his
"Doo-doo-doo-doo."
twisted experiments.
So when Aizen does it, he's a super villain. But when you do it to me, it's shut the hell up, Boomstick. You're under NDA, and I know about the stuff you've done.
As a Shinigami, Aizen's body is made of Reishi, being spirit matter,
Right.
powered by Raryoku, being spirit energy. Entities made of Reishi are completely invisible to anyone without specific supernatural awareness, though a Shinigami's body is still tangible and can be damaged normally.
Right.
And with his Raryoku energy, Aizen can create incredibly powerful blasts. He's so strong, weaker beings will literally disintegrate if they get too
That
close
nigga
to
did die like that shit
His
too.
Reiatsu, a localized spiritual pressure exerted as a result of his enormous power.
He also knows tons of Keto, or spells. He can create force fields, bend the
Right.
light around him to make him impossible to detect, fire concentrated
Ugh.
bolts of lightning, and absorb the energy from his surroundings to make giant-ass energy dragons.
Perhaps his deadliest Keto is Kurohitsugi. After an extensive incantation, Aizen surrounds his target in an enormous black coffin that distorts space and time and tears its victims apart.
Right.
Aizen's plotting finally came to fruition during the invasion of the Soul Society, where he faked his death using his greatest weapon, his Zanpakuto, Kyoka Suigetsu.
Nigga.
Zanpakuto is a magical sword that possesses a sentient soul.
Nigga said, when was I not using my shit? I remember that shit clearly.
His victim senses the instant they lay eyes on the sword. This complete hypnosis traps its victims in a nearly perfect illusion that Aizen can manipulate at will, making himself virtually immune to attacks while his opponents are sitting ducks.
So that versus the Sharingan?
They kept a group of ex-Soul Reapers known as the Visored trapped for over 100 years without them even knowing it. It's one of the most broken powers ever and the definition of anime bullshit.
But it was all worth it when he perfected his ultimate creation, the Hogyoku, an immensely powerful reality-warping device that, quote, materializes the user's wishes.
Oh
Aizen
shit.
realized his desire to become the strongest being in the universe. With it, he can heal any of his wounds, even when half his body is vaporized. And more importantly, it exponentially increases
He
his
did
power
evolve
over
past
time
that shit,
through
too.
evolution by turning him into a horrifying butterfly monster man.
A being eventually strong enough to dethrone and replace the Soul King, the deity that controls the cosmic balance.
Oh, they're going manga.
A minor disruption to the Soul King's influence led to the three worlds of Earth, the Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo to start physically.
I don't know the
collapsing.
manga shit. I only know as far as the
Implied
anime
that
and
the
be a
Soul King has
billion
to
with
be
y'all.
outputting enough energy to hold all these places together.
I would read the manga, but the anime is about to come out, so there's really
Roughly
kind
the
of no
same
point.
size, This would require an energy of
Yeah, I know I gotta
over
react to it, like, come on
140
now.
Zetatons of TNT.
Zetatons,
Aizen is
nigga?
powerful enough to vaporize mountains as a side effect of a sword swing. His casual energy blasts can disintegrate huge chunks of the earth, and he can take on armies with just his Reiatsu alone.
He even defeated the rest of the Gotei 13 without so much as breaking a sweat.
Hell yeah.
So he should be way stronger than Soul Society heavy hitters like Kenpachi, who sliced this 120-kilometer wide asteroid to pieces.
That's roughly the width of Great Britain.
Nigga said Great Britain, nigga.
A kinetic energy of at least 44 petatons of TNT.
And Aizen was so badass, he literally transcended other Shinigami in power. He was in a whole other dimension from the rest of them.
Until he
Nigga
fought
birthed
Ichigo
himself.
Kurosaki.
The battle we've all been waiting for. Way before this in the Soul Society arc, Ichigo was already as fast as lightning.
Right.
At this point, after all his power boosts, he'd even be faster than light.
From watch parties
A fucking ad.
parties,
And even weaker characters like this lady can dodge light beams.
Right.
The fight was epic. Ichigo had transcended the Shinigami as well, and even Aizen himself. Feeding upon his insecurities, the Hogyoku abandoned Aizen. who was quickly defeated and imprisoned within the bottommost level of the Soul Society's prison. Aizen was left alone. His great power he sacrificed so much to achieve was gone.
I have to sneeze,
forever.
but it's not coming out.
Or was it?
Exactly.
Somehow he ended up getting even stronger than before. But what made him so strong? Could it be the chair?
It's not
Ugly
the chair.
ass.
It could theoretically be due to the chair's restraints keeping his Reiatsu from properly releasing, building it up within him until he was stronger in base than he was at his previous max.
Nah, it's
Talk your
definitely
shit,
the
nigga.
chair. And, since the chair could still hold him after he got stronger, wouldn't that make it even stronger than him? Even stronger than the Soul King? All hail the mighty Chair-sama!
Shut your ass
Most
up,
powerful king
nigga.
in all of Bleach. He even managed to hold his own against the Quincy warlord Uchiha, who absorbed the power of the Soul King himself. He even used Kyoka Suigetsu to trick him, and Yuha's a dude who can literally see every possible future all at the same time.
Damn.
All according to Keikaku, bitches.
And after standing among the gods themselves,
I
Aizen
really wanna read
returned
this
to
shit, or at least
captivity
watch
and
it, bro.
pondered the meaning of his existence.
Even trapped in a prison, sealed off in a different dimension with a 20,000-year sentence, he remains the most dangerous being. in the world.
20,000 years,
Who
nigga.
knows what schemes are brewing behind those cold, calculating eyes? No compassion, no empathy, only the drive for power.
The drive
No
for
one has
fucking
ever
power.
stood
He has
at the
to
top.
sit there.
Neither you nor me. From now on, I alone will stand at the top.
So who the fuck are y'all saying winning right now?
All right, the combatants
Please,
are
I want to know
set.
who y'all saying. Let me get comfortable.
But
Let me
first,
chill
if
out.
you want the confidence of an anime supervillain, check out Bleach.
Nigga, no wait, this isn't.
Confident-
No wait, this is a fucking ad.
Bleach-
Ladies and gentlemen, 16, 17, 16, 17, 16, 17, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who the fuck is winning this?
You can
Uh-huh.
see me. I can see everything.
Nigga, put his hair back. Everything, nigga.
See that?
Oh. Damn. Dodge and shit like it's easy. Nigga ate that shit. Straight in his chest. So he should literally be dead right now, right? He looked inside his eyes. Oh wait, never. Yeah? No? Okay. Headbutted the fuck out of him and bashed him to the ground.
Mere parlor tricks. Don't get so full of yourself.
Then nigga instantly transformed to his max version. Anybody who powers up max first, you think they're pretty sure they're gonna lose. So what is Madara doing against this? Oh, he summoned the Tentails and went Sage mode, essentially. Went straight past that shit. Damn. They literally put all the feats they said in this video. Ooh. Why does that look like fucking Star Platinum? That does not look like a Susanoo. That is literally Star Platinum. I was gonna say my frames, nigga. I think it's only because of these dragons on screen.
Love it. The thrill of battle. The pounding of my heart. The taste of my own blood.
The taste of my own blood. The fuck is wrong with you, Madara? If your clones are fucking going insane. Ah, that's a thumbnail. Hello?
Almost had me there, you tricky bastard.
And that's his body from fucking Mike guy. Ooh!
Escapes my illusions, human. Know your place.
Nigga said know your place. And some bullshit about to happen. He summoned himself inside his body?
What a wonderful dance.
I want y'all to let me know how the fuck Aizen lost.
Of course Madara won. He fake died twice for his 5D chess plan, while Aizen only fake died once.
Aizen and Madara were extremely evenly matched in raw power and speed. By our calculations, Madara spreading the God Tree's roots with his chakra was about 7 times more powerful than the best that Aizen could scale to with his rare Yoku. And both ended up being roughly as fast as each other.
While there are a range of possible feats and numbers to go with to determine their limits, the point is they're always going to be close to even.
Which means the main thing that mattered here were their powers and how they countered each other. Madara's enormous variety of abilities eventually overwhelmed Aizen.
While Soul Reapers like Aizen may be invisible to regular people, the Rinnegan allowed Madara to see invisible spiritual beings like his own Limbo Clone.
Right.
Hell, the Rinnegan lets you see and remove human souls, and that's exactly what a Soul Reaper is.
Both chakra and rare Yoku utilize spirit energy and operated in similar ways, being formed into attacks like ninjutsu and kido. That meant that Madara's ability to absorb ninjutsu allowed him to nullify the vast majority of Aizen's range attacks and even dispel his force fields.
And despite how OP Aizen's complete hypnosis was, Sharingan users can break out of illusions no sweat, even ones as powerful as Itachi's Tsukuyomi. And since Madara can switch between the Rinnegan and the Sharingan at will, he'd be able to break out of an illusion anytime he wanted.
Aizen's illusions
Right.
are unique,
Okay, that makes
but
sense.
fellow Captain Unohana was able to subconsciously notice its flaws. With an eye as perceptive as the Sharingan, which can spot imperfections in genjutsus all the time, it was only inevitable that Madara would be able to quickly break out.
Okay.
However, the same couldn't be said for Aizen, who never showed any resistance to the kind of mental illusions Madara can create.
Even setting illusions aside, the sheer quantity of offensive options at Madara's disposal, whether it be his clones, meteors, or monsters
Okay.
by the Rinnegan, kept Aizen constantly on the back foot.
But none of that mattered if they couldn't kill each other, and both had pretty insane healing factors that could recover from just about anything, except for those pesky 8 balls of doom.
Madara's
No, that is true.
truth-seeking orbs were capable of completely molecularly annihilating spiritual beings and
Right.
preventing them from regenerating.
Okay.
Again, Aizen was a spiritual being.
Since Aizen lacked the ability to do the same irreversible damage to Madara, the ghost of the Uchiha had exactly what he needed to put this actual ghost down for good.
Aizen was an unbelievably overpowered foe, but Madara's own powers, illusions, and devastating truth-seeking orbs allowed him to crush the extra.
Now this is kind of making
He
sense.
should have kept his Aizen the prize.
The eyes in the prize.
Do you
The
feel
eyes in the
any
prize.
shame at
The eyes in the prize.
Moderately. Ha!
Moderately.
Suck it, Wiz.
The winner is Madara Uchiha.
The winner is Madara Uchiha, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go to these comments. Hold on. I want to go to these comments. What we saying? Was expecting this to be a season finale death battle, bottom high for what's coming up next. I legit expected the opposite. When they were talking about Aizen, I was like, damn, this guy sounds broken as hell, and he definitely wins. But man, was Aizen even present in the battle, or was he sitting in the chair in another dimension all this time? Plus, Aizen is a very observant man. He went, when he quickly realized that Madara's cheat code comes from his eyes and immediately conjured them away. I'm happy to see Madara win. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that does make sense. Seeing that your eyes keep changing, even though he has to look at, like, sooner or later he's going to look at his eyes because he doesn't know. So sooner or later he would look at his eyes to make sure. I mean, not even to make sure, to realize that, oh shit, his eyes is what's doing all this bullshit. Let me take them out. But despite whichever character you wanted to win, we can argue on one thing. The actual fight was more epic. Yeah, I didn't expect a whole flat out fight that happened. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember a death battle, and all I remember is the analytics. I didn't really remember them animating a whole fight. I can't even remember which one I actually watched. I think it was one with Luffy, but I'm getting that mixed up with other animations that people fight with. Madara finally a worthy opponent about the legendary, just as I planned. Fun fact: this battle has no winner. It's all just an illusion. Imagine. Okay, I know some people are getting mad at this, but animation were crazy. All right, so let me look up this shit, and then let me see what type of views we looking like on the debunking, because debunked an hour. An hour though, an hour. But this one has 47K views, and this one has 75. I don't know, bruh. Nah, I can't. An hour? I'm gonna need somebody to sum that up. I need that to be summed up, because I know only reason I can't watch it. I'm not watching this full hour of shit is because I know they're gonna get down to the nitty gritty point calculation. I know they're going to, because they have time, and that's what they do. Hope you enjoyed the action. I once have you mentioned that it has evolved in attempt to anything. Oh wait, they mentioned that who can evolve? Oh, the orb shit. Okay, that's right. They did just mention that and didn't say anything about it at all. Like, it's a fucking device that makes your wishes come true. Literally said that. And once have they basically explained how Madara would have bypassed Aizen's immortality. Right, because he can't fucking die. It's really weird Death Battle went through the effort to get this only guidebook of novels, yet completely ignore the new lore from the Bleach novels, which will buff Aizen immensely. That's true, because they did kind of, I don't want to say pick and choose what they got from the manga, but they did get one thing from the manga that I'm pretty sure wasn't said in the anime, and kind of pick and choose. Yeah, they got shit. Yeah, they got shit from the Naruto guidebook, but didn't look too deeply into the Bleach novel. But I don't know how deep that is, because I didn't read the manga. So y'all tell me how deep is like that about the Soul King, people absorbing his power and still fighting and shit like that. And even the extended part that they definitely didn't mention. They did Aizen big time. That's what I keep hearing. They did him dirty. But I was like, the truth seeking ores, that does make sense. It does destroy people's souls, because I remember Minato just having that one arm the entire time and never regenerated it. But then they remind me of the fact that Aizen actually had immortality, because no cap, did they have the option of killing? I mean, if Aizen didn't have immortality, would they give the option of actually killing him, instead of putting him in a cell somewhere where he can obviously get out whenever he wants to? That's something else I heard, that Aizen, when being in prison, he can basically leave whenever he really wants to. But I don't know how necessarily that's true, because if that was true, he would just leave. But like they said in the chair, it was like basically building up his power until he became strong enough to basically kind of break the bonds, or just basically sit in the chair and do whatever he wanted. But the chair either way still constrained him, so we'll just have to see. So y'all let me know in the comments. But yeah, if you want me to watch any more fucking debunking videos, just let me know, and let me know which ones in particular you want me to watch. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. So make sure you like the video, so I know you should like and subscribe channel. You can see more random best my videos come out. Comments up and let me see. Follow Twitter, follow me on Twitch. Keep on us be screaming. Keep up a lot of our time. People GloomyRos. I'm out of here.